Well, good Sunday evening, everyone, and welcome to the August 2025 Operating Crew giveaway. My name is Ray Arnott, the host of Around the Layout podcast, and joining me tonight for our big giveaway is the owner of ABR Model Works, Alex Hoffner. Alex, good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you, Ray. Thank you for having me on again.
Oh, glad to have you back here, and good to see you're back and kind of settled back in from whirlwind trip. I know I saw you at the St. Louis RPM and kind of saw you at passing because, boy, you were quite busy over there.
Yeah, we sure were. Yeah, meeting a lot of new people, saying hello to old customers, catching up, and yeah, overall very, very successful RPM and very, very busy.
Yeah, it certainly stays busy over in that vendor area. And you had some new products to show and some people getting to know you for the first time. Some may have known you for a little bit. Is how many times is that your? No, that's right. I missed you last year. I didn't miss you this year. We were able to connect, but was this your second St. Louis RPM?
Okay. Yeah, this is my second one.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, so you had a couple great products. We'll talk about those in just a moment, but first we'll just take a quick moment to say hello to the folks that are joining us here tonight. BN Ironwood Railroad gets, I guess, what they call the cookie, the first one in the room. So congratulations to you, BN Ironwood Railroad. Also joining us, Robert, good evening to you. John Garvin, a podcast regular, with our operating crew chats. John, good to see you. NNW South Branch, good to see you, Dustin, and hope you're enjoying your weekend. And everybody else that's joining us tonight, Matthew, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. And David Honan, and hello from my son's diaper changing table. Hey, wherever you're joining us from. And of course, Mike H.O. Trains, good to see you as well. So thank you to everybody who is stopping in live. Make sure you say hello. We'll try to throw the comments up in a bit. We'll have a giveaway. We're going to do some giveaways for our operating crew. That's the Patreon-driven membership that we have that helps support the podcast financially. And we'd like to give back to those folks every month with a giveaway. And we have not missed yet. We've been doing this for now, it seems like a couple years of doing these operating crew giveaways, and Alex is yet another sponsor of that and makes all of this possible. So thank you, Alex, and thank you everyone who helps support Around the Layout podcast. We'll also be giving away something to everybody that joins us tonight. We'll have that opportunity to win later in the show. But first, let's talk a little bit more about some products from ABR Model Works and a couple new products that you had brought to the St. Louis RPM. Why don't you tell us about them, Alex?
Yeah, so we at the RPM we announced two new products. I got one on hand. I got both on hand. It's a matter of warehouse location. You can kind of see it. We also announced one of our first announcements was our track bumpers, which I have a small example of here. They're more thin. I guess they have a thinner profile than most track bumpers because a lot of those are either made out of metal or of really old tooling. And so when I was thinking of what our next product release should be, I saw that these were in the files that hadn't been released yet. So I was like, well, this is a no-brainer because I know a lot of people, especially fellow club members that I, go over and run on their layouts. A lot of them are like, well, I just use the push pins and those will be fine. I was like, it's like, don't you want something like there instead of like a clear push pin? And they're like, well, yeah, but there's lots of things they got to worry about. Like if either it's too bulky or they're made out of metal, so that way they have to worry about isolating the section of the rail, and it's this whole thing. But ours are they are really durable. At the RPM we had a small example there with code 83 and code 100 track, and we were just basically slamming cars right up against them. And they were holding it pretty well. We didn't, of course, after a while we did have to start repairing them. But even after repairs, it's like they're still holding up really, really good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely better looking than a push pin. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot better looking than a push pin or something else that other manufacturers have that are a little on the bulky side.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then what else do you have?
The next release that we made was our paint drying rack, which you can see in the small picture here. I don't have one built up, but this is the actual kit, and inside it includes the paint drying rack, and then we also included 20 wooden dowels for people. That way they can put the 3D printed parts from maybe our ModelWorks or other manufacturers, and it allows them to have a full 360-degree rotation while they're painting them.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Great idea. And looks like a simple enough, but yeah, work in a paint booth or wherever else, put that rack in there, put them on the dowel, and off to work you go.
Yeah. When I was talking with other people, they're like, this could be like a small tool rack almost for like screwdrivers or other kind of things. And I was like, well, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, whatever works. I mean, paintbrushes or screwdrivers or whatever. I mean, it's
put styrene, stand it up in it, whatever you want to do, right? It's a rack for whatever your heart's content. But yeah, that's fantastic. So all those products are available on their website, abrmodelworks.com. And check all of the products they're offering, plus all the stuff we talked about back on the What's Happening episode, including a lot of those laser cut kits that they're doing and a lot of craftsman style stuff that's available as well. And you had a lot of that on display as well at the St. Louis RPM.
Yeah, I sure did. So when I go to the shows, I bring almost everything, minus the 3D, like the individual 3D printed parts. But yeah, we'll bring all of our kits, and so we have two different kinds of kits there. We have the craftsman level kits that you're talking about, where it's really everything you need in the box, which has the building, and then of course it includes a bunch of 3D printed parts. It gets everything you need to make a complete scene. And then we also have our small town, I believe it's small town building kit series. The name is probably going to change in the future. But we have those, which are like a really good starting point, so you can really, use whatever your imagination is to really customize it.
Awesome stuff. I'm going to say hello to a few more folks that are dropping by and saying hello. I did see our good friend BNSF Fall River Division. Good to see you, John, and hope you're doing well out in Colorado. Ed O'Connell stopping by. Good to see Ed stopping in to say hello. And 1810 Designs is also here in the room. So good to see you, Galen. And everybody else who's stopping by and saying hello. And make sure you throw a comment up there. We'll bring you into the show. We'll acknowledge your hello. So good to see you. Like New Haven Rails, who just said hello, everyone. So let's get to a drawing. So let's talk about what we're giving away tonight. Let us know about it, Alex.
Yeah, so we're going to be giving away 3 $20 gift cards to abrmodelworks.com. That can be used on all of the products that we have.
Excellent. So 3 $20 gift cards. So we're going to make winners out of 3 of the members of the operating crew. Again, the operating crew is our Patreon-driven support for Around the Layout podcast. Not only do you get a chance to win each month, you get yourself an exclusive sticker. You also get access to early information on upcoming shows and discounts to select suppliers. There's just a bunch of great benefits of becoming an operating crew member. It's $3 a month to get started, and you can join by going to aroundthelayout.com/crew. So if you want to get in on the winning, that's how you do it. Again, $3 a month. We'll get you a sticker in the mail, plus a whole bunch of benefits, and again, all the monthly winnings. So thank you to everyone who has become a member of the operating crew. We're going to pull up the big wheel of names because there is 197 names on the wheel. Amazing support coming to us from our operating crew members. Appreciate every single one of you who has contributed to the success of Around the Layout podcast and keeps it free of those annoying mesothelioma commercials. So let's get our first winner. Are we ready to go, Alex? Let's see. I hope so. I think your internet glitched just as you were saying yes. So
yes, yeah.
There we go. All right, let's spin that wheel. Here we go. First winner of the $20 gift certificate to ABR Model Works And you can check their website out at abrmodelworks.com. And our first winner is Mike Wheeler. Mike, congratulations to you. We'll get you your $20 gift card. I'm sure Mike will have plenty of uses for products there as he's building his BN layout. So congratulations, Mike.
Congrats.
All right. Winner number 1. Here comes winner number 2. And our second winner is going to be David. I believe would be Luster. If I pronounced your last name wrong, I apologize. The good news is you are a winner of a $20 gift certificate to ABR Model Works. So congratulations, David. And here comes winner number 3. And that's Chris Gilbert. Chris, congratulations to you, and the third winner of the $20 gift certificate to ABR Model Works. So congratulations to all 3. And again, thank you to every one of the operating crew members for your monthly support of Around the Layout podcast. We'll pull this back up one more time into, let's go. And this is why I have problems with StreamYard. And this is what we want to do. Not here, not there. We will get this right here in a second. There he is. He's still there. We're going to leave the screen there for just a second until we figure out exactly why we're having such issues with... And that is not what I want to be doing. That is definitely not what I want to be doing. All right, folks, we're going to throw up a screen here real quick. We're going to go offline for just a second while we fix this. We'll come back and we'll do our other giveaway in just one moment. Stay with us. Why don't you go ahead and mute your mic there, Alex, until I get you figured out here. Well, Alex, I think we're going to stay just like this in our very small screen for now. And unfortunately, StreamYard, with their new changes, has now made things more difficult. So who knows? They may be fired by the time but nonetheless, this is where we're at. So thank you, everyone, for kind of sticking with us here as we go through these wacky stuff. But everybody issuing congratulations in the group, and thank you so much. You heard that drinks are free for the next 10 minutes. Yeah, good luck with that. But Thank you, everybody, for and Darren stopping by from Australia. Thank you so much. Yeah, we will figure out the technical issues regarding the StreamYard thing at some point, and this is why I want to move away from the way this is being done. We got one more giveaway to do, and that's going to be, and we will leave the wheel up here, I guess, because that's just the way it wants to. Oh, look at that. And now we're back to where we're supposed to be. Who in the world knows? We have this awesome book to give away. We're going to be doing this book was given to me to give away by Ron's Books. It's called Unique Views of Northeast Railroading Volume 1 from Canada to New York City. If anybody is familiar with the Hudson River Valley area, this is a beautiful book containing a whole load of beautiful photographs by Daniel Spitzer, who collected all of these and put them into a nice, beautiful book. This book is a $50 value. And again, from our friends at Silver Lake Images, LLC, and sold by Ron's Books at ronsbooks.com. So we'll be giving that away to somebody in the room. So I will give me one moment. We'll try to get the giveaway tool fired up here. And what we are going to have you do is type in hashtag Hudson, hashtag HUDSON, hashtag Hudson, and that will enter you into the drawing. So we'll give that a few minutes. We'll take a look at some of the comments while you folks are entering into the comments. Hashtag Hudson, HUDSON. I'll even put it up here on a banner if we can get that to work correctly. So there you go. Hashtag Hudson. Throw that into the comments. I'll give you a chance to win this beautiful book from Daniel Spitzer. Again, Unique Views of Northeast Railroading, Volume 1 from Canada to New York City. So we got a bunch of folks throwing in those hashtags and a lot of congratulations going on as well. So as we collect those, let me ask you, Alex, so what's next for ABR Model Works? And now that you've got St. Louis behind you?
Yeah, now we got St. Louis, the whole big trip behind us. We're going to be gearing up for next couple months of new releases. I told a couple people at the show, I teased a little bit, because I happen to have one. I'll give a little hint here. I had one guy come up, and I always say to people when they come, I say, "What can I help you find?" And he kind of paused for a moment, and he said, "Do you have anything that would go inside a roundhouse or like a diesel repair shop?" And I paused. I didn't have anything there with me besides the regular, pallets, oil drums, etc. But I will tease our next release in the next couple months, probably will be towards September, is going to be a few individually printed items that machinists like to use.
Nice. So we'll be waiting for that new release and finding out what we are able to put within that a machinist would use. That's awesome stuff that you're coming up with, being able to provide all those details. So awesome to see what you're going to be doing with ABR Model Works.
Yeah, me as well. We also have a couple shows coming up as well at the end of October, the Chicago RPM, then the Hawkeye Model Railroad Club show. And then from now up until January, we're going to be preparing a lot of stock for Amherst, since I always hear John say, I always hear John say, we always tell vendors that if they think they've brought enough, they haven't.
Yeah. We know at least a few that have done that. So yeah, definitely have yourself stocked up and ready for Amherst. It is really the SEMA of model railroading. It is one huge event. And in fact, you talk about Amherst and you think it's all that far away, and my contracts just showed up today for the table. So they're already putting things together for Amherst, and the flyers are out. So That will be, I believe, January 24th and 25th of 2026, which will be here. Oh boy, right before we even know, but just blink and we'll be already into late January. So
I know. I can't believe it's already August. It's almost mid-August. I can't believe it.
yeah, for sure. So I'll call one last time for folks to put in hashtag Hudson to win this awesome book called Unique Views of Northeast Railroading Volume 1 from Canada to New York City. Beautiful book of rail fanning along the Hudson River. A lot of Amtrak, CSX, some old Conrail stuff in here as well. Some early CSX, some really cool shots taken from not only the ground, but this gentleman's aircraft as well. So really neat views of the river line and the lines that both parallel on the east and west banks of the Hudson River. So awesome stuff. Again, one last call, hashtag Hudson, get your entry into us. While we do that, we'll do a little bit of housekeeping here. Again, if you missed out on tonight's drawing because you weren't a member and didn't get yourself on the wheel, don't hesitate. Join now, aroundthelayout.com/crew. If you are looking for some awesome Around the Layout apparel to wear to your next train event, you can check that out at aroundthelayout.com/shop. ATLP Extra is our monthly newsletter. The one came out just today. If you missed that, don't miss yet another one. Sign up today at atlpextra.com. And if you missed today's, you can go in there and you can check out that and all the other back issues of ATLP Extra. We had a really cool tip from Scott Thornton on how to make broken windows in cars. We had an article from David Honan about one-to-one snap track and prototype photo of the month. There's just a lot of great content in our newsletter, atlpextra.com. Go ahead and check that out. Again, thank you to our sponsor tonight, ABR Model Works. Check them out at abrmodelworks.com. A lot of great products coming out of Alex, and look forward to seeing what he's coming out with next. And he also has a newsletter, so make sure you sign up for his newsletter as well, abrmodelworks.com. Nothing like filling your inbox full of model railroad stuff. And of course, our website is aroundthelayout.com. That's where you can check out current and past episodes of Around the Layout. We will be releasing in the morning the part 2 of the St. Louis RPM interviews. And be sure to check those out. Again, aroundthelayout.com. You can listen there or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Now that we got all the housekeeping done, we can go to the giveaway tool and we will pick a winner. I believe what I have to do is hit present, and I hit that, and then I hit share screen and watch what we'll see how we do on this. Yeah, it's all a mystery. So 13 entries tonight for hashtag Hudson. Thank you very much. We'll hit the draw button here and we will see if we can get ourselves a winner. Here we go. BN Ironwood Railroad, the first person in the room is the winner. Congratulations, BN Ironwood Railroad. Very well deserved. Shoot me an email at aroundthelayout@gmail.com and I will get your address and I will get this book out to you. Thank you very much to BN Ironwood Railroad and everybody who entered and everybody who joined us on this Sunday night to hang out with us a bit as we were giving away stuff. Let's see if we go back to look at that. It worked. It's a miracle. Check that out. A whole bunch of congratulations in the room for all the winners. Appreciate everybody coming by and hanging out with us for a bit. Alex, thank you so much for supporting the Around the Layout podcast operating crew with your gift tonight of 3 $20 gift cards. Congratulations to the winners of those. And until we meet again, thank you so much, and everybody have a wonderful evening.